Welcome back to the Realm Report. It's been a pretty interesting month as we've all been exploring the new update. We've also brought in a bunch of new players, so let's jump right into the topics. The biggest change this month came in the form of the Wild update. On June 7th, a bunch of us headed out into unexplored chunks and took on the Warden for the first time. I made a whole video about that experience, so if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check that out. As with any update, please be mindful when loading new chunks. The bigger the world size gets, the longer it takes me to download and upload the world. This ultimately leads to longer wait times whenever I have to take the world down for maintenance. Speaking of taking the world down, on June 20th, I took the old world offline for several hours while I worked on fixing some issues with the Nether colony. There's been a recurring situation, whenever we have an update, that these random floating blocks and lava streams appear all throughout the area. Unfortunately, they seem to have reappeared again, despite my efforts to remove them. Several months ago, I switched the biome from Overworld to a Crimson Forest in an effort to try and prevent this from happening. Well, since the problem is persisting, I decided to switch it back to an Overworld biome in order to stop hoglins from spawning in people's bases. If you've been around the capital at all this month, you may have noticed a dramatic increase in the frog population, to the point of bordering on what many are describing as a widespread epidemic. Now, I frequently find myself around the capital, but somehow I was completely unaware of any such issue until it was brought to my attention by a fellow oldie. I then headed over to the library to pull some statistical data and determine the severity of this infestation, and the numbers were pretty alarming. From January to May of 2022, the capital was home to exactly 0 frogs. But sometime in early June, that number skyrocketed to at least 436. It's unknown how they got here, or for what purpose, and I don't want to start blindly throwing out accusations and risk damaging the credibility of the Realm Report. One person in particular who has taken notice of this is Upton. He's back with us today to share an unnecessarily complicated method you can use for frog extermination. We had a few changes in terms of mayor this month. For one, Uptown's Girl became the second mayor of the Dome on June 18th, and has since been working on reviewing old plots and revitalizing the area. Also, Giggy chose to step down as mayor of the Aquarius to pursue another project. This once again leaves the Aquarius mayor position open to anyone looking to take on the challenge of breathing new life into the area. The Aquarius has always had a difficult time attracting a player base of its own, and I'm open to any and all suggestions on how we can improve it and make it a popular destination in the old world. This month we introduced the charter system. If you've been with the old world for a while now, you may remember that throughout 2021 we were introducing new themed communities on a 3-month cycle. Well, in 2022 we decided to slow that down dramatically. But what I've been seeing recently is a desire among players to create their own communities within the old world, and the charter system will enable them to do that. But in order to charter a new community, there are a few requirements that must be met. The new area must remain active for at least 6 months of continuous growth before a charter can be submitted. If being established with a group, a mayor must be determined beforehand. There must be a town hall or mayor's office somewhere on site. 4 oldies must claim the area as either a primary or secondary allegiance. There needs to be at least one event venue available for use in future monthly events. There should be a direct connection to the Nether hub for easy accessibility. Once an area meets all the necessary requirements for a charter, it'll receive its own brochure to be represented when new players join the server and officially be recognized as a community within the old world. Good luck to everyone currently pursuing a charter, except for Plague. Before the event on June 26th, an auction was held in the capital. Several builds as well as a few shops were auctioned off to new owners. This one was a little unique in that Willow personally auctioned off some of the new 1.19 items, thanks to everyone who participated in the auction. Panda Spleef Spectacular Round 3 was held at the arena in the capital on June 26th. As expected, we had the usual lag issues that have become standard with this event, but we were able to work around them. BMX took first place, Zulu won second, but lost his levels, and Resculin came in third. Next month, the groundskeepers will be holding a path design competition in the shopping district. The winning path will replace the existing path we've had ever since the shopping district was originally founded. This is going to be a week-long competition, running from July 1st to July 8th. Speak to the groundskeepers, and they'll help you get set up. The next event will be the Old World Open 2022. We'll once again be returning to the golf course for the annual Ender Golf Championship. Due to the amount of time these Ender Golf games take, participation will be limited to 8 players this time around. Everyone else is still welcome to come spectate. Those who scored highest in the last TOW tour have priority for participation in this event. The Old World Open 2022 will be held on July 24th. And that wraps things up for this edition of the Realm Report. See you on the server.
Gozo, say go.
Go.
You ready, Willow?
Yep.
Oh.
One hit.